I just wanted to add to some of your comments, David, on kind of the webinar's title, What is your loan data telling you? And regulators. So I've got a unique experience. I kind of know, I've been on both sides of it. So know what the regulators are thinking, what they're asking, what the bankers are thinking. But with that title, what is that really saying, or what's the why here? And so I've jotted some notes down here. And there's really four things I think you as participants can focus on. The first one is really what's the why on how can you build a strategy without having insight? And it goes to some of our polling questions on some of the participants didn't know what their loan data was or how much retail or office exposure. So I liken it to like trying to cross an ocean without a compass, without a navigation system, without a map. You're driving blind. How do you know where you're going if you don't know where you are or where you've been? The second one is it's a growth mitigation. So why do you need this? Our personal stories, we grew from 50 million to 450 million in 3 years. There's no way we'd have been able to do that without the data that IntelliCredits allowed us to get into and get the regulators comfortable with that growth trajectory. Again, knowing where you were, where you are now, and where you're going. The third one is it allows you to get segment or asset class mitigation. So if you want to scale in retail, if you want to scale in office, we're scaling in hotels. It's allowed us to get comfortable with the hotel data, and the stakeholders, the board, the regulators get comfortable with it as well. And then lastly, if you knowing the data that the regulators are going to ask you about or have concerns with before they will. So if anyone comes in and asks a question, what if a regulator comes in and says, what is your weighted average LTV? Rather than saying, oh, I don't know, we've got the data to tell you that. So that's really kind of the four whys on, I think, make this or is most beneficial for y'all.